know what I mean? We back. You know what I mean?
We 20 away from 100.
Oh, you sound so enthused.
Yay.
I'm
sorry.
energetic. Yeah, 20 away from 100.
We are 20 away from 100.
This fucking shit.
I've been working the slave ship.
I made shit.
Oh, man. Y'all ready to pod, man?
I'm ready to pod. Are you ready to pod?
Of course. We got a long list of topics to talk about.
I didn't think we were going to have a long list of topics. It seemed like wasn't.
We got, we got some shit. You know. Fuck it. Let's get right into it, man. Welcome.
Hey.
To the beatsnchill podcast, episode 80. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm your boy, Hometown. Of course, to my right, you'll see DJ Ronald the Fool. And of course, I got Jazz.
Hey.
Gang's here. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for joining us. And just another week of bringing you guys some content. I want to talk about a few things, new music, topics, whatever. So, of course, looks like this is becoming the new Jazz segment.
New music.
Start us off with the new music. What's on the list today?
Well, we have King Von, What It Means to Be King. I didn't listen to this album, but Roll.
I did. I listened to it. It sounds like traditional Von. You got some shit on there that I guess was for the streets, but they put on the album, like Grandson for President and Evil Twin. That made it on there. But it sounds like traditional Von music. Pretty angry street music that he does quite well. So it don't really sound that posthumous to me. You know, sometimes you listen to albums and they sound posthumous after they get released after somebody like passes away. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't really have that feel. So these might have been like in the tuck, like ready to go.
True. Okay.
So I think if they do one after this one, then that will have that sound.
Okay. I mean, I damn sure didn't listen to it. I'm just not really big on listening to
dead nigga music.
Don't want to say that term, but you know, I don't want to listen to albums after they pass. I listen to stuff that was out before they passed, you know.
Yeah.
Or stuff that like if they pass and I was not around the time when they passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't really into that. You know what I mean? But you said you didn't listen to it either, right?
No.
Well, what's your excuse?
Well, I'm not a big King Von fan. I'm not.
You ain't on that. You know what I mean? I get you. What I did listen to.
Ooh.
I did listen to Cool Kids.
Oh, yeah.
Before shit got weird. Roll, pop it off. Let me get my lemonade.
Go ahead, man. Hey, this album is very, very nostalgic for the terms of the album had skits throughout that kind of tied everything together. Other than that, it was a traditional Cool Kids album. If you know Cool Kids, you know they had like the old school boom bap with some 808s in there with some cool shit, sneaker references, pop culture references. And the skits all throughout had pop culture references. They were talking about Boost Mobiles. They were talking about movies and stuff when you go to the movie theater, bringing food in the movie. And it was funny. It was almost like listening to House Party if House Party came out like 2 years ago. It was a good album. They had great songs on there. They had a song with Larry June. That Larry June song is fire. They had a song with Jid and Black. That song is fire. Like they did a good job of coming back and not sounding dated.
I think not for nothing. I think there's a little bit of nostalgic biasness that was there for me. Just because these niggas come from the beginning of like blog rap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, not for nothing, the title, The Cool Kids, like, they were kind of like ahead of their time with a lot of shit that they was doing.
Clothing.
Yeah,
fashion.
So it was just cool to kind of like, one, see these guys, where they came from, and as far as like them being on separate shit, and then now coming back and giving us this album. So I was like, one, I also too, started biking as a part of a, exercise activity.
Round of applause for that.
So I went biking in downtown. I was like, shit, let me play the album. Completely
Such
different experience.
great
from just
experience, ain't it?
Sitting here in the crib playing music. Amazing experience, you know what I mean?
I listen to it the same way, riding around USF.
Bro, it made me receive the album in such a special way.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, when you mentioned that album with Chance the Rapper, the song's called Low Sodium.
Oh yeah.
Where they're literally talking about, you know, actual salt intake. And it's like talking about, he said he had Chuck had a bar in there. It was like, you give it a low rate on, I guess, like Yelp or something like that. You give it a low rate because they left off the onions.
Oh yeah.
you just saying a lot of just like,
It's just like witty bars that's not like real deep, but they just make you laugh and think.
Yeah, I mean, Chance verse didn't really sound too much about like actual salt, but
his was about
us. Yeah. His was about
the salt niggas give him from being a rapper.
Yeah, or about, you know, his last album or whatever. Like, he just sounded like he fed up with the Chance the Rapper's wash or the Chance the Rapper's lame jokes. Like, he over that shit.
That was a great verse.
Have you heard it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to listen to it, because that shit, I was like, oh.
He was addressing all the shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was way more than 16 bars.
Yeah. But my favorite song right
16
now.
ain't enough.
It ain't enough.
My favorite song on there is called Light Work, spelled with the E in work, featuring Jid and Black. So Black, of course, he got a verse and he's on the hook, and also for me it reminded me that, oh, this nigga a rapper too, which I never really, you know, list him as like one of the niggas in this new generation
As a rapper?
Yeah. Never crosses my mind.
I didn't do it until he had that freestyle the Coffee Bean. When he had that Coffee Bean freestyle, I was like, oh.
But even then, you know, we be in the group chat and that nigga name don't ever come up.
Oh yeah, you right.
Even when Punch tweeted that shit a week ago about who's the new superstars.
Black didn't come up.
Black didn't even cross my mind. Jack Harlow crossed my mind before fucking Black, which is not how I feel.
What was the last time we got an album from Black?
I mean, we got what was it?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, but he been doing shit. You know,
6-piece hot. That was 2 years ago or last year.
Nah, that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
We got East Atlanta Love Letter 2020, 2019.
Yeah. He had that song with J. Cole, right?
Yeah. He just never crossed my mind when it comes to the rap. But then when I do hear him rap, I'm like, I'm reminded.
Yeah,
I'm like,
nice.
this nigga is good. And then you got, you know, every once in a while he gets those old, you know, cell phone image videos of him battling back in high school days. And it's like,
he was really in this to
rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but his verse was cold.
Yeah.
The line that stuck out to me, he said, I Kareem these hooks so my niggas can ball.
Wow.
I was like, all right, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean, when you got a nigga like Jid with you, you can't be coming with that weak shit.
That's true, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And, you know, and he got to represent, because at this point, we don't know who's from Atlanta, according to Amaretto. So, we don't know. But yeah, check out Cool Kids Before Shit Got Weird. It's a pretty good album. For those who was around when you had to actually download mixtapes and albums on, like, you know, BearShare or whatever the fuck.
BearShare.
This is probably a good album that you probably want to check out. It's gonna give you that feel. But this other album that we actually just listened to before we started, recording. Jazz put a song, artist by the name of Monday Night from Virginia. Got an album out called I'm Mad. Hold On. And very, very, very very laid back, very, you know, get your spliff ready. You know what I mean? And just kind of chill, kind of think about bullshit you got going on, and just fucking put one in there.
Yeah.
And the album be over before you even think about it.
That's true. That thing, you just go through it.
Yeah.
I've listened to it like 3 times. It's a nice vibe.
Yeah. Very good vibe.
You know, I hate to pit rappers, you know, compare them to other people, but it definitely is along like if Spotify was to do like a this artist, if you like this, then you would like this. You would like this would be anything with Griselda.
Oh yeah.
From Mac Homie to fucking
Boldy James.
you name it. You might even throw a little currency in there.
Yeah.
But not for nothing, it's pretty cool. He has one of those like cool deep rap voices that I like a lot. So yeah, it was cool, man.
I'm glad y'all liked it.
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
put y'all on.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna go through it 3 times like you did.
It was good. I was definitely vibing.
That's your vibe. That's your little nigga. Like,
that's
cool,
that's
whatever.
my vibe,
But we did play the new record, or we played a part of the new record by David Guetta called Trampoline, featuring Afrojack, Missy Elliott, Bia, and
Doechii.
From what I heard, Doechii slid. She went in on that shit.
Best verse.
You know what I mean? And when I think about it, I mean, it was like she didn't really have competition on that best verse. She rapped better.
You're not
than
gonna
Bia.
act like Missy Elliott though. Come on now.
I mean, I will go on record and say Doechii raps better than Missy Elliott, but that's not.
I could agree with that.
But like Missy, I think Missy Elliott.
We ain't gonna act like well, she had it. Like you got a legend on the track.
I mean, no, it's a good look. It's a good look. It's David
a
Guetta.
very good look.
It's David Guetta. You know what I mean? Like it's a good look at the end of the day.
All
you know
EDC festivals.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But Doechii,
she slid.
She not for nothing. She knew the assignment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she went on that. So, Trampoline by David Guetta, it's a new record out. Along with that came out right after she announced the news that she is officially signed to TDE.
No more speculation.
As if we didn't know. But yeah, she signed to TDE. And the way it's looking, they trying to set her up to be the next star, man.
She will be.
They setting her up to be the next star, man.
What you say about they get their first album, second album? You think
Hey,
Kendrick gonna be on one of her albums?
Hey man, we got that premier TDE package, man. That come with one of the big niggas features, bro. That come with the Kendrick feature.
I would see a J
Or a
Rock.
SZA.
I could see J Rock being on her album.
No.
No.
It's gonna be Kendrick.
It's gonna be Kendrick.
Gotta be Kendrick. This is the last album. She gotta get him before you go.
Gotta get him before you go.
Gotta get him before you go. She is TDE, not PG Lane.
Oh, you right.
Oh yeah, this is true.
So was this a compilation that I'm showing
The
you?
House dropped a album called The Set. It's pretty cool. I like the first half of it. It's got jazzy vibes, kind of.
What's up with the second half?
Yeah, so
Kind of died off for it.
Trapped off? Like trapped out or something?
Yeah, I was like, all right. A lot of tut. Whole lot of tut. Michael Da Vinci's on there. Chris P. I like Chris P. He's one of the best ones on there as far as
How many members can you mention from the house?
Tut. That's all I know.
Look, I've been a fan for the longest.
I mean, they only on there because you put them on there.
I've been a fan for the longest. So anytime they come out with music or anything, I'm gonna mention it. That's my shit.
Somebody hire her ass.
It's the house,
That's the only way.
bitch. It's the house, bitch.
That's the only way y'all ask me. That's the only way. But for those who are fans of like Isaiah Rashad, King Tut,
Is Zay on there?
No.
Oh, okay.
then how they gonna hold it? How you do a compilation out?
They also don't have another one of their artists on there too.
So it's basically a Tut album.
That's why I was saying it kind of died off because I thought it
How
was
many
like,
tracks? Damn.
So you got
More than 10?
It's definitely more than 10 on
Oh
there.
yeah. Nah, not for me.
Look at this guy.
He's
Short
like,
attention span.
no.
Head ass.
Hey man, I have very short attention for
12
shit I
songs.
don't like.
33 minutes.
12 songs ain't bad.
Yeah.
It's also bad. Hey, but if y'all fans of the house and y'all fuck with King Tut, he had an amazing verse on Isaiah Rashad's album from last year.
Deontay Hitchcock on it.
Oh yeah, that's
And
cool.
so is Hugh from not the House is Burning, the Sun's Tirade. He was on that Titty and Dollar song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, yo, check it out. That house is called The Set.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which is the crew from
Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That also featured, that's where Isaiah Rashad's from. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
comes from that imprint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not on it though, so I want you to get y'all hopes up. But that's
It's still
Bad
good. You
Jason.
know, if you're a fan, you'll like it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm sure. Let's get in these hot topics, man.
Let's go.
Well, at the top of the list, we got The Game, who's also known as the hip hop's biggest name dropper. He was on Drink Champs, which was being promoted. Everybody was waiting. He was saying some hot takes. He mentioned how Kanye did more for him in 2 weeks than Drake did for his whole career, which is kind of like, yo, what do you mean by that?
That's
You know what I mean?
to say.
What do you mean by that? But did anybody watch anything besides that clip or anything?
I haven't seen it at all.
So I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but you should check it out because he also had Whack 100 on there.
Oh.
With him?
Yeah, I mean him and Whack cool.
And you know Whack bees.
So Whack,
Wait,
Whack
I don't
was
know,
going off.
Whack be going off. Whack be having this because they addressed the Nipsey statement when he was like, Nipsey is not a legend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's not a legend in music. Like I look at your body of work, and Jay-Z is a legend.
Oh, so he was he was backpedaling then.
I mean, he was basically saying, I mean, I guess, yeah, he was just saying that, like, he don't consider him a legend as far as, like, his body's of work. Like, he feels like, to him. But then DJ FM was like, everyone, because there's no actual, like, Hall of Fame or, like, hip-hop legend thing that you actually get into. So, like, everybody's opinion.
One. We need that. I mean, we got a Rock of Fame or Hall of whatever.
It ain't, I guess hip hop ain't really start off as structured like that. So then that would definitely enforce some form of like gatekeeping. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And then that's and hip hop has always kind of been like at the core has been like anti that.
True.
So
That's very true.
Yeah, just let it breathe, grow, and move as it does.
Right.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was cool conversation on there. He even FaceTimed Drake on there. FaceTime fucking what did he FaceTime? Did he FaceTime Cali? I don't know. But he talked about Kanye. He talked about like different types of like the gangs in LA and compared it to how like New York is broken down in 5 boroughs, but in LA every city has multiple gangs like boroughs. Like it's like Bloods have multiple Bloods, different Bloods, and they not all cool like that. And multiple Crips and shit like that. It's like it's just like for every city, it's like 100 different type of gangs, which could be an exaggeration because we are talking about game here. But he was just talking about all of that. So it's cool. Like I say, if you are a Drink Champs listener, avid listener, viewer, you'll be entertained by it. Check it out. It's cool.
This a 2-hour one or a 3-hour one?
It's up there. I didn't watch the whole thing. I caught it like when it was live, so I was already like kind of like halfway.
Oh, halfway in.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, they have good stories. And Game for not for nothing, like he talked about some good shit.
Yeah, you've been in for a minute.
Talked about some good shit. So but yeah, they was just addressing like the 2001 line when 2001 didn't come out in 2001. You know what I mean? Like, all right. But like I said, if you like Drink Champs, you will enjoy this episode. So go ahead and check it out.
I'm gonna pull up on it.
So we got to the end of the Genius Doc.
Yeah. Part
3, final episode. Reviews, thoughts. What do you guys think?
Didn't see it. I'm gonna leave that to y'all.
It was kind of cringy for me, because Kanye about to go down that dark path. It was just like,
what was cringy? If you could be more specific, what was kind of cringy for you?
It was when Cootie went to an after party, a Grammy after party, and he kept calling Cootie Chique, and I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this.
Right. Yeah, I get why it was cringe, but I didn't think it was cringe. You know what I mean? Only because I feel like, let's say Raul, let's say we at Tampa Beat Weekend, and it's lit. It's the best one we done through. It's popping. You want to document it, you know what I mean, for your channel or some shit, right? and you got your little gimbal or some shit, and you like, hey yo, hometown, you know what I mean? The motherfucking man of the motherfucking hour, and I'm shit facing, I'm gone, I'm drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who do you put that on? The person that's interviewing me because I'm drunk, or I'm drunk because I had a good time, and now you want to put a camera in my face, and now I might not be able to, you know, speak the best and to have the best. What's the word I'm looking for? But just, you know, I'm not
interview.
Yeah, I'm not really.
It's not the time to do that.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this man is clearly drunk. Like, he's gone. You know what I mean? He's celebrating. You know, you coming in there like, yo, you know what I mean? I used to interview this man, I shot videos, you know what I mean? Yo, Kanye, like, he over there, but at the same time, this is not like a regular interview. This isn't a regular dude. This is somebody, he's like, yo, this is my dog, you know what I mean? Like, if we clowning, I'm clowning, like, but I'm drunk. So sometimes when you clowning and you drunk, and the person that's not drunk that's getting clowned on may not you may not be perceiving the way that he's perceiving it.
That's true.
But it's not to throw all the darts at Kanye, you know. And before any listeners or viewers watch this, please, yes, I am a Kanye West fan,
Yes.
but I understand that when Kanye do bullshit, he do bullshit.
do
But
bullshit.
in the context of this film, that
You
this
meant
scene,
Kanye West stan, but continue.
I don't think I'm a stan.
Oh,
I don't think I'm a stan.
oh.
I might be a Kendrick stan. I don't think I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Kanye fan. I understand the nigga be tripping. The nigga trip. But you cannot put a camera in somebody's face after they just cleaned up on the Grammys. They drunk. They literally was on the walkway with a bottle of fucking Hennessy in a pink tuxedo, and you trying to have a interview with them backstage. Like, not even like a setup type of thing. It's like somebody walking up to you on the street in Ybor and like, yo, man, this is such and such TV, man. What you doing out here, man? Da 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 da. And you out with your friends, you drunk, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, bro, hey nigga, what the fuck, nigga? Hey nigga, this nigga right here, right? You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you gonna be mad at me and be like, bro, like, you know what I mean?
Calm it
It was
down.
cool, bro. Like, bro, grown ass man, shut up. But that part wasn't cringe for me. Now, the parts that I felt was a little cringe was more funny.
Like his bipolar episodes.
Nah, not even that. I mean, I guess
That was
it was.
cringe for me. It was like, ooh.
But it's like, I don't know. When something's cringe, right? I feel like it's a form of judgment that you're having towards a person or a thing or a moment, right? Like, when something's cringe, immediately you think, ooh, I wouldn't have did that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I wouldn't have did that. Like, that's a little embarrassing. That's a little too much. Man.
Sometimes it's cringe for me just because if I put myself in their shoes, just imagine how I would feel. Not even like so much of what I would have done, but like, damn, it's uncomfortable.
Right. So, one of his bipolar episodes, which we notice is usually just in the way he communicates with people.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So, one of the things that I was able to have a new understanding for is now that, like, he talks to, on a daily basis, way more people in real life than we do. We may talk to you probably talk to probably about, at max, day to day, 5 people, right? I say 1 to 2 is maybe one coworker, maybe, right? Your best friend, family, which is probably like a parent and or sibling, or a best cousin, and then one of the homies, another one of the homies, or just like somebody you engage with on social media. But like in real life, a person you hear a voice from, like you actually see or hear their voice and stuff like that, about 5 people on a day-to-day.
Yeah,
Even then, that's a fucking stretch.
Yeah.
I think for Kanye, that's like times 6.
Total like 30 people a day.
Right. Because he has so many things he's doing, right? He has the whole Yeezy thing, right? With clothing, shoes, artists. He had, remember he was sitting with the 3 white dudes?
Yeah.
That was his real estate partners.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He got that's another part of your business that you're probably talking to. Then you see 88 Keys been there since day one. Like, talk to 88 Keys, that's his music partners, right? Mm-hmm. Rhymefest was still around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? So he's talking to them, but then of course what we see on social media, he's hanging with Antonio Brown. He's hanging with what's the one nigga, social media nigga?
Justin LeBoy.
Justin LeBoy. Like he's talking to just the names I just mentioned. Think of the age range of the people that you're talking to.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? Like now me seeing him have Justin LeBoy around makes a little bit more sense as to why he would, which I don't even know why he would pick Justin LeBoy, but I understand why Justin LeBoy may be around a bit more, so he can kind of like him
that part.
Understanding that he's not as hip as he would be, so to have somebody that's around him at all times, right? Then it's like he has to talk to a different range of people on a day-to-day basis, right? And at the same time, pretty much 95% of the people he's talking to, the reason why he's talking to them is because not for nothing, he's probably the prize in like the relationship. Like every person that you're talking to is talking to you because they kind of need you to kind of facilitate some shit because you the money at this point. True. The real estate partners, I'm pretty sure he's the biggest person in real estate. When it comes to the music, it's Kanye West. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to Yeezy, it's Kanye West with the Yeezy, right? So I can understand that, like, I don't know what that's like, let alone I don't talk to that many fucking people on a day-to-day.
True.
Right? So then when you have actual disorders, mental disorders, right, and you mix that on top of also going through a divorce or going through whatever the fuck you're going through, right? How much do we blame on bipolar? How much do we blame on the person being just like dealing with a lot of shit on his plate, just business wise, and dealing with a bunch of different people? Like you can clearly see he be code switching. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, and not done. I mean, the average person code switches that works in corporate, that works a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't talking slang on the job like that. You know what I mean? You ain't talking hip hop and all that shit. What's that? You seen that Asian video where they was trying to teach them how to talk like black folk, like in hip hop? No. It was like, yo, man.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
It's not. It's like you're not talking like that. You know what I mean? Like, but it just put stuff in perspective for me to kind of understand certain things, right? As for kind of understand just a slice of bit of this nigga's like lifestyle on a day to day, not bailing him out on the other crazy shit he be doing, but it just kind of, you know, when it comes to the cringe stuff, it just kind of put things in perspective. But he did say some shit when he was with his real estate partners that I thought was funny, which I think a lot of people thought was cringe. And he was like, "Have you ever been locked up to a bed with your arms locked away because your brain's too big for your skull?" I have. I was like, what? and then he was like, what they do, they try to treat you the way slave owners would do their slaves, where they would strap each limb to a horse, and then they would light a fire on each horse, and then the horses would just go in separate ways and snatch the limbs off. That's how they would do me. But what they didn't realize is that I was Deadpool. And I was like, oh, this nigga's funny, bro.
He said
this nigga's funny.
Yeah.
This nigga funny as fuck. If I was around Kanye, I would definitely get fired. I'm laughing, bro. I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, y'all mad? He's saying this is some funny shit, bro. Some funny shit.
Cootie had to put down the camera when he was doing all that.
Yeah, man. But, you know, I mean, for some people not comfortable when they see other niggas talk freely like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's just wild.
Yeah, but even I remember when I think it was episode 2. He was talking that like his mom was doing some type of thing with like a program or something with kids, and she had Kanye come out and speak. This is after the
third episode.
Was that third episode? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he came out and spoke or whatever, and you could see him getting into a rant again with the kids.
That's when I first noticed that.
That's when but that wasn't cringe for me. It was just one of those things. It's just like,
oh, he always does it.
Yeah, he just go off script. He's not really like a follow the prompt or keep it short.
Yeah.
He's gonna go and be like, "Yo, fam, like this is da 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 da," and these kids is like 9. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there with school uniform on, like, yo, all right. So, but it was just one of those things. It was like, man, you know, it was cool to see and kind of get in there. But I did feel like the third episode was like some YouTube shit. Like it felt like it was just put together. It wasn't as like, of course, Cootie wasn't there the entire time. I didn't know
he was gonna go all the way up to 2020. I was like, when does this stop?
Yeah, well, he came back according to the doc, but it was just like you could tell it looked like anybody. Third episode just looked like anybody could have put that together.
That's true, because Cootie wasn't around.
Yeah, he was using clips from the internet and then some of the stuff that he got when he was around.
Yeah. Like during the Kid Ghost album.
Yeah. One part that was funny, he mentioned he was talking to his dad on FaceTime. When he was going to go make some bowls or something with this artist. And cause he was like, I just like to do stuff that kind of like that's fun for me, right? This nigga's rich, so it's like I want to go do. You know, they got weird way of going to do things to have fun and shit like that, right? So he went to this one place or whatever, and this person makes like cool, unique little bowls and stuff. And he went to go make this bowl. He's on the phone with his dad. This is after the presidential, not debate, but the thing he did. He was like, I want to support my daughter. Yeah, that shit. This is after that, right? When he's talking on the phone with his dad. And his dad was like, you hear him on the phone, he's like, maybe you should write your speech down next time. But it was funny, but at the same time, it was one of those things where you can see the difference in dynamic between Kanye and his mom, how she speaks to him. Oh yeah. And then Kanye and his dad and how his dad speaks to him. You feel what I'm saying? His dad is kind of like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely the more logical thinker. Well, the mom was like, nah, Kanye, I liked it. You know, maybe they just wasn't ready for it, you know, da 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 da. But, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was interesting to see that. You know what I'm saying? Or just to hear him be like, yo, send what you sent to me, send to my dad and stuff like that. So you could tell, like, he's been trying to, you know, since that was the Jesus King era or whatever, you can tell he's been trying to, you know, focus more on his relationship with his father. But it didn't get in deep about his kids or you didn't see anything about his family.
Because Cootie wasn't there.
Cootie wasn't there or whatever. But it did show a lot of his like workspace. Like he'll set up some shit like this on a little table.
And then get the
microphone. He'll have somebody, you know, whatever, and play the beat. He'll just like fucking mumble whatever, fill the words in later. He'll be like, you ain't see a person on the camera, but he'll be like, hey, can you write to this? All right, cool. And he'll just go over there, freestyle, mumble some shit, and try to fill in the words. I was like, oh, okay. It's cool. I like to see that
creative process.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to see that.
So that was cool, man. I encourage everybody to, you know, if you haven't finished part 3 or seen part 3, to go watch it, just to kind of get a little bit more perspective on it. But by no way do I think that this is going to explain or justify any of the antics by Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that we on Kanye, one of the antics that I think is an antic is this new Easy video that he dropped featuring Game out of bounds.
Yeah, that video was unnecessary.
Out of bounds. Can he get in trouble for that?
What happened in the video?
So in the music video, it's kind of like black and white. He's kind of going with this black and white theme. It looks like
it's black and white and claymation.
Yeah, it's claymation. Okay. He's not all claymation because he's in there rapping too. Yeah. But it's a clay. He's like the claymation is like you see clearly there's an image of a guy that looks like Pete Davidson.
Okay.
And it looks like he's like dragging him back. He's basically killing him, and he severs his head. And he's rapping with this
some robot
fake
Pete shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like he's rapping with this fake cut off Pete Davidson head, this, that, and the third. And even like at the end of the video, he's like, everybody lived happily ever after except
Pete Davidson.
Skeet. But he was like, just basically like, hey, I'm just playing. Like,
play that.
Imagine if I like made a video talking about killing my ex or some shit on some Eminem shit, and I like made that shit like. Clearly, I've been talking about it, but then I actually make a music video about it, and then I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just playing, y'all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, still out of pocket.
That's too close. It's too close for comfort.
Yeah, and now you know that creates the new talking points that people are saying on social media. Like, yo, D.L. Hughley's talked about it, which I don't know if anybody listens to D.L.
Hughley?
You know, D.L. Hughley always end up on like some type of Vlad-like interview every once in a while. But you know, people talking about he's harassing her. This is not a dude that's just fighting for his marriage. He's harassing her and stalking her. And, you know, I definitely agree with the harassing. I don't know about the stalking, but the harassing, I agree. That this was not cool. You know what I'm saying? Granted, if you don't fuck with a boyfriend or whatever, that's that. But this is a little too far. But A for artistic vision.
Not A for artistic.
It looked cool. Look cool.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, nah. Man.
Yeah, it was weird. Weird to watch. It was like, oh. But I mean, even morally, no. But I mean, artistically, is that something you can't do?
You can definitely do it because
I can see if it was if he did it like the president. Like I remember that one female comedian that did
Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, when she did the shit about Trump.
She did the.
You can't do stuff like that when it comes to like political figures
because it's a federal issue.
Right, but you know when it's just like whatever, you know what I mean. I mean, there's no illegal issue with that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he can get in trouble.
Like if Pete wants to bring, I assume if Pete wants to bring like charges saying like this guy's been harassing me, I have these records or whatever, he can make a case out of it. But that's if he wants to take it there. Okay. I highly doubt that he will. But if he wants to, he could. You can make a case for whatever. I feel threatened. I feel threatened. There's no bounds to that.
Right.
That's why cops get away with it so much. So if you could go to somebody and say, I feel threatened because there's somebody with my likeness in this video and he's showing that he's burying that person alive, yada yada, he can definitely make a case out of it. If he's going to,
doubt
who
it.
knows?
Got you. Hey man. Thoughts and prayers to that whole situation, man. They need to figure that shit out.
Yeah. It's getting drawn out. Like I'm tired of seeing it pop up. Like I can't even stay away from it now.
But if I'm a betting man, Kanye, I don't think you can get your bitch back, bro. I don't think you can get your bitch back. You know what I mean?
Especially he rocking with clones, Kim clones out here.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm just like, it's not looking good for you, buddy.
Right. And hey, you can say what you want. You know what I mean? They keep saying it's 1,000 views on the one to me. That's Kim.
There's definitely 1,000 Kims.
I don't know, my
Probably
boy.
might be 2,000 Kims.
I don't know, my boy.
2,000
I don't know, my boy. I don't even fuck with Kim like that, to be honest. I don't even like Kim like that. But at the same time, the surgeons she got, the other girls need them same surgeons because, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
That shit
definitely.
look nice.
Might be 5,000 Kims out there.
Might be 5,000.
Let's move forward, man. Dreamville Fest. Jazz, take it away. Check this camera.
Okay. Well, the Dreamville is having their, I don't know how many fests they done had by now, but
I think this is third?
Is it?
It ain't been that many.
No, it hasn't been that long, but it's in April, the 2nd to the 3rd. I'm more interested in the Sunday date. But the lineup they have for Saturday is Blast, Earth Gang, 504, Ja Rule Ashanti, Jid, Kalani, Lil Baby, Luke, Mariba, Wizkid, Michaela Jean, and Moray. That's Saturday. And then Sunday is Ari Lennox, Boss, Bia, Kaz, DJ Drama, Gangsta Grills with Lil Wayne, Jeezy, T.I.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah, like that. I want to see that.
That's going to be
hard. I would love to see that. Then J. Cole, Larry June, Moneybagg Yo, Rico Nancy, Omen, T-Pain, The Hicks, and Wale. But yeah, that's Sunday though. That Gangsta Grills.
Yeah. That mean they're going to be performing all day. If it's what I think, they're going to be performing all day classic Gangsta Grills album cuts. Mixtape cuts.
That mean Lil Wayne gonna be up there for hours. That nigga gonna be up there for hours.
Oh man.
It's probably what song? Cause I mean, only Gangsta Grills that Lil Wayne got is the dedications.
Dedication 1 through 6. That's a lot.
He said just the dedications.
But I feel like was Cole on one of the dedications?
Yeah, he did. Green Ranger.
The pussy goes it like pimples. That
Yeah.
shit, right? That's an amazing. That's an iconic. Like what the fuck? But that's like an iconic moment.
Yeah.
It's iconic. What the fuck?
I'm gonna say it again, but I'm gonna just continue. Damn.
Jeezy's Gangsta Grills. Oh man, I'd pay.
See,
to
I
see
can't
that.
remember any Jeezy Gangsta Grills off the top of my head.
Can't ban the snowman. Jeezy
I remember
the
that.
snowman. I'm making wintertime.
I was
Like that.
I was more so album Jeezy. I wasn't mixtape Jeezy.
I'm back, Mr. Magic City. Like that. All of those
Yeah,
like
I was
classic.
album
Oh
Jeezy. I
man.
wasn't mixtape Jeezy.
Yeah, that's where he was rapping like Jay-Z beats and shit like that. That's where he kind of like started to get his like respect as a rapper. Not through the albums, but more so through like the mixtapes, because he was the kind of beats he was picking to rap on. A lot of niggas from the South wasn't rapping on them beats. So since he was considered a trap rapper, and this nigga's rapping on Jigga beats, they're like, oh, okay.
What? Seeing that we on the like subsidiary topic of this Dreamville Fest for Gangsta Grills, what's the best dedication Wayne take? I'm gonna go 2. That's me. I'm gonna go 2. When the dress is just a little bit longer.
1, 2, or 3. I don't even know which ones, man, because I can listen to all of them the same. If you ask for the Carters, that's different. But Gangsta Grills, 1, 2, or 3. Each one of them. 4 is where I was like, starting to fall off.
What was the one that had the? He had his verse from the Little Brother joint.
I think that's 2.
That's what I call her.
Yeah.
That's
Hotter
my
than a
shit.
summer day in hell. And then it's gonna be
I
Angel.
wonder why.
Oh,
That shit
man.
was amazing. But not for nothing. That should be tight. People was talking about it. Everybody hyped about Dreamville Fest. It's 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Anybody
Sunday.
cop tickets?
Nope.
Anybody got any tickets for any festivals?
I gotta kind of pick and choose
Y'all
this
know I
year.
ain't no festival guy.
What? You never been to a festival?
Oh,
You gotta go at least once, bro.
no.
Just once. But you ain't gotta stay the whole time. Just go and just.
Then it's a waste.
Nah, it's not a waste because
I
you're going to
don't
check
think
out.
I've-
You got to think. All right, if a festival has, how much you probably gonna pay? How much you usually pay to go see? Like a Jack Harlow or a Jig. How much would you pay?
Well, whatever is.
what you-
like 40,
40, right?
$40. Yeah.
So that's per artist, right? So let's say Dreamville Fest alone. You would pay to go see Jid. You would go and pay to see Earth Gang.
Yeah.
You would pay to go see who else was on? Who else you said?
J. Cole.
J. Cole. I don't know. He might
Lil
not go. He might not go
Wayne.
see J. Cole.
No, I've seen Cole 3 times.
But I'm saying it's probably 5 artists on that bill.
Oh yeah, they all worth it. It's just the space in which I'm watching and the length of time that I have to spend. That shit is just unbearable.
It's about the environment.
Yeah.
I say try it once, man.
I'm gonna definitely have to try it sooner or later. But every time I think about trying it, I'm like,
I feel you. No.
how many hours?
I did that shit.
How many people?
Cause you gotta. It's really one of those. You gotta build your own itinerary type of things.
Absolutely.
You gotta build your own itinerary type of thing. And there's things you get into besides just looking at a motherfucker on stage. It be brands and other shit going on. And all type of shit you can get into. You got merch. You having exclusive merch. Like you a exclusive ass merch copping ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga that like to get a fit off with the shoes. So that
He
shit be
trying
out
to
there like
sell
that.
a festival to you.
But I'm saying you should try it just
You
because
should
it's an
go.
experience that like it's different from a concert. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the type of energy. But I definitely understand what you're saying because I'm definitely not a festival nigga. I don't intend on being a consistent festival goer, but I'm going to certain festivals because I know that artists are doing special shit at festivals.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I go. All right, this person doing this. I see they performing this year. That's why I'm going, and I'm going for that. That's at 8. I'm gonna do my lunch around 4. Hit the festival by 5, 6 o'clock. Stayed up for like 2-3 hours, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I didn't cop tickets for this because it's literally next month. It's less
Yeah.
than 30 days from now, and I just ain't got the funds for it. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I ain't got the funds. Definitely not to go out
I
of
told
state.
you I had pick and
How
choose.
much that shit is anyway?
What, a couple hundred? Like 3, 4? No, I don't think it's
More
like 3,
like
4.
5.
I don't think it's that much.
How much you think it is?
I'm thinking about like $250.
$250. I don't think. I'm gonna say $3 something.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
General admission, like, you know, they be having about 4-5 different variations of like.
That's very true.
Oh, you want to get the Dreamville red ticket, or you trying to get the Dream? Oh, okay. Nah, we want that general admission. And they be having, you know, people like the, you know, installments. That shit ain't nothing but
shit
layaway.
already
sold out. That's
Christ.
crazy.
Got the layaway pricing.
Oh, $300.
There you go. It's always gonna be $3 something.
300.
With all them damn people.
Hey man. So, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. I mean, and if it's that many artists like that with those moments, like, is it worth it? You know, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Is it worth it to you? But yeah.
I wish I knew Lil Wayne would be. I so want to see Lil Wayne. He is on my bucket list.
I be wanting to go. He got a festival too.
What?
Louisiana.
Louisiana
yeah,
Fest.
yeah.
I be wanting to go to that shit just because I want to experience New Orleans. You know what
That'd
I'm
be a
saying?
good way to experience it too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm damn sure not staying for the whole fucking
I've
thing.
always wanted to go to the whole Jet Life Wednesdays when he was at Currency was at House of Blues.
Yeah, I remember
I've
that.
always been wanting to go to that
Remember
Jet
that.
Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
Hey man,
one day.
if y'all cop tickets and y'all go,
Videos.
post videos, post on your story, tag us in it. You know what I mean, so we can check it out. I ain't going. Tell you that right now. But I might try to catch this tour that we seen the Weekend Stadium tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be at Raymond James.
Yeah. So I'm assuming he
looking-
just go on all stadiums.
I mean, once I saw Raymond James, I was like, oh yeah, this is the Weekend.
And I'm not even a Weekend fan like that. I mean, I am, but like not like how
He's
other cats.
gonna be with Doja Cat.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's
That's
interesting.
Yeah, I
that's
thought that was
very
interesting too. I was like,
Doesn't make me buy the ticket faster,
No.
but it's definitely an interesting mashup. But I need more than 2 people on the tour.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure
For
they
the
will,
stadium?
The amount of music he got though.
but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have. Like, he got artists too though. Like Nav is one of his artists, so Nav may have an opening slot that's like, you know how they be having the openers that be like the main event got a bunch of shit on stage, but it's all covered for the openers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nav might just have the like spotlight or the backdrop just all black or some shit. And you just see like a projector on the fucking curtains. But,
TMZ gonna catch him like, man, I don't want. Why they don't respect me? I be going to the same clubs Travis Scott goes to.
It's not the Weekend, my boy. Shut up.
Exactly.
But hey, if y'all checking it out, you know he gonna be in Tampa again. Then he performed at the Super Bowl that was in Tampa.
Yeah, he probably liked the Super Bowl so much. He's like, yeah, I'm going back.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. I didn't really start. I mean, I heard him back during like early days when he was working with Drake a lot, but I wasn't really paying attention to him like that. Which some
House
people,
of Balloons will always get play from me. Always.
I skimmed through Starboy and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Starboy. Yeah, that was like the only album I really remember from the Weekend.
Yeah. And now he's on this like 80s radio vibe right now. So, which I mean, it
You
ain't
might
bad.
as well
That should
do
be
a song
sliding.
with Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars.
You got a song with them?
I say he might as well.
Oh, them niggas in the 60s right now. 67. It's a whole different vibe, baby.
Oh my god.
Weekend on
Yeah,
some.
we get on 80s cocaine.
Yeah, they on that
Jesus.
Speedballing.
weed and wine and
Yeah.
mama vagina.
Oh my god.
Mama.
Yeah,
Wow.
they whole shit sound like it need to come with a fucking air freshener or some shit, or goddamn some type of scent.
Some dice. Hey, speaking of concerts, I'm definitely Currency and Young Rider gonna be in Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going
April
to that.
1st. Now I was like, it'd be funny if that shit was April Fool's, but I doubt they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
But
I'm definitely gonna see that.
yeah, okay, that's cool.
You got the ticket right now already?
Gonna buy it tomorrow.
Have you ever bought a meet and greet for Currency?
Nah, but I did meet him at an Orlando show outside after it was done.
Yeah, how was that?
It was cool, man. Flicked it up with him. You know what I'm saying? Took a quick
You
picture or
ain't
whatever.
flick nothing up.
You ever posted a picture?
Nah, I ain't never posted a picture.
Why Why you never posted, man?
I don't know, man.
Come on, Raul.
I ain't no picture.
That nigga say
that,
it.
you know?
That's just, he still got the picture?
Yeah, I still got it.
Like, where's that?
In my phone. You think I printed it out like a Polaroid? I got to go get hard copies.
He said, "Don't post me in your pictures."
How long ago was this picture taken, man?
This was like probably like 4 years ago.
So you took it on a different phone.
Oh yeah, but you know, I got Samsung baby, SD cards. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little micro SD. So
Anytime you need space, you make sure that stays on the phone.
Oh yeah. All my pictures go to my micro SD. It's like stuff I download.
You might as well throw it up for a throwback.
Gotta throw it up, man.
Throw it up, man. You know.
You plan on meeting him again?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
If you meet him again, what would you do different than the first time?
I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna meet him again. I don't know if it's gonna be through a meet and greet ticket or whatever.
He gonna hit a blunt. That's what.
He gonna start rapping a verse.
Rapping a verse.
He gonna
a
be like,
spit a verse.
Like, yo, that's me, right? Yeah, nigga, rap your shit, nigga. I ain't no rapper. Oh shit. Oh, love.
Oh man. But yeah.
Did you rap with the currency?
That shit funny to
He
me.
gonna try to spin some for him. It'd be cool if he was his DJ. That'd be so
Oh hell yeah. That should be live.
That's
like
crazy.
if that shit, if like that, you know, that Gats Mania shit with Smoke Dizzle was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely. That I would have. Hey, don't leave the stage yet, brother.
You ain't gotta bring no music, my boy. You ain't gotta bring no music.
I got it all. Just tell me what you want to
You
hear.
ain't gotta bring no music, my boy. I don't know nothing about no baseball. I like the way they brown slash on that black.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But nah, it's crazy how I think we all would react differently if we met like our faves.
That's true.
Like clearly, Jazz gonna date him. Raul's gonna hold on to a picture that no one's gonna ever see, and I don't know. I think I just overtalk. I think I just probably just like
That
overtalk.
makes perfect sense. But you probably talk yourself into a good situation because even though you do over talk, your talking don't be bullshit.
I probably overtalk. I probably be like, nigga just be like, yup. If I met Kendrick, that nigga gonna try to run away from me. So like, bro, cause like I broke the shit down with like when you said like when you killed somebody at like 16, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
you really
That
did, you
nigga
really did
gonna
that
be
shit, like bro, like you really.
Oh.
Remember when he did the Narwhal interview? He was looking at people behind the camera. How he know?
I'm just saying like.
Oh my goodness.
But nah,
You would tell this nigga you think he killed somebody?
Nah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't tell him. Not in front of a camera.
But you'd be itching to ask him.
I would say it in a way where I would make him feel like I don't really believe it, but I'm gonna get something out of it.
Oh my god.
Cause it's crazy, like who would say some shit like that on the album? Cause I was like, that shit was wild. It was cool. It was a cool bar.
Nigga gonna say that to him.
It was a cool bar. Oh my god! Wow.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Eric, you a funny guy, man.
Well, you know what's not funny? Lynching. I tried to segue it. It's on the board.
That's perfect.
For those who
That
are
was
listening,
perfect.
it's on the board. And I tried to segue because we got to talk
my
about this
goodness.
anti-lynching bill. What do we know? What do we know about it? What do we know about
They
this
finally
anti-lynching bill?
voted on it to make it a hate crime and a federal hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
And
Keep
3
on checking.
Republicans voted against it. 3 Republicans. You know what, crackers? We need your name because we know it's y'all.
How 3 people vote against it? That's so
Like
crazy.
I need to understand
Cause
what
they
did they.
out there lynching niggas on some purge shit.
Jesus Christ. And I know, like, when, like, I want to know what the room felt like. Well, actually, when you do that, it's like you vote, I think it's in secrecy, right?
Is it?
Because usually say all in favor say aye,
Oh yeah.
all opposed say nay. So if it's one of those, you got
But
to like,
imagine
raise
you
your
sit
hand.
next to the nigga that's raising their hand, like, yeah, I'm
Sitting there
against
looking at that nigga like Anger Man from Martin.
I'm against
Man,
that
put your
shit.
goddamn hand down. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he had to feel comfortable as hell to be like, nah,
Right.
I don't fuck with that.
That's
So are there any? Was there any like black people in there that was like, yo, what the fuck?
Do you see this nigga raising his hand?
3 people were opposed, man. They need to leak them names.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I know it's like a safety issue, but I don't know.
They should do like a sting operation with the whole. No, for real, hear me out. Cause you know how you do sting operations for like pedophiles and shit like that, right? They should do one on like political
A
voting.
racist sting operation.
Yeah, like a racist sting operation in politics, where they should be like, "Hey, we're thinking about dehumanizing black folk, and they should be considered 2/3 human, right? Where we could basically bring back slavery, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
then
then
they
who go for it,
Yeah, just see who votes for it. You know what I mean?
and then bring in Chris Hansen. You said that you don't give a shit about these N-words.
And just hearing them explain what I mean, you know, because we were thinking about the economy, and they really did a great job at first. So I was thinking about bringing that back.
But you wanted to dehumanize them. You said they were 2/3 of an American person.
I'm so sorry. I was only thinking about the economy. I'm sorry. I was just only thinking about the economy. They did, as slaves, they did a really great job of building up our economy.
How are you going to defend yourself? Because as soon as you leave, the officers are out there to go ahead and take you away.
They should do a racist sting operation in
I was
politics.
talking to my brother. I was like, I bet it's some slaves out there still now. He was like, there's some slow people that don't even know.
That antebellum movie, y'all seen that shit
Yes,
before?
I have seen
That's some
Antebellum.
scary shit,
That
man.
is like wow.
Some scary shit, man.
They could do that for real, and no one know. You could do that shit out here in Florida.
That shit fucked
Oh,
me
yeah.
up when I heard that cell phone ring. I said, "Huh? Oh, is that my phone? What the fuck is that?" Oh shit! For those who ain't watched it,
That Antebellum movie was good though.
it was good. The concept was really good.
It blows your mind.
It was really good. It wasn't a Jordan Peele movie, but his company Monkey Paw was the production company that put it out. So, but yeah, it was definitely like one of those mind fuck, but like social thriller that Jordan Peele does. A
Like
lot.
Get Out. Like
Yeah.
he was like, oh shit, once you realize what was happening.
Yeah, that was a good. That was a good one.
Yeah, I like Antebellum.
But yeah, anti-lynching bill. It's crazy that in 2022, it's now considered a federal hate crime.
So you could do it before and just
And
get
they'll
away
just
with
be
it.
like, oh,
A crime.
they killed
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh, okay. This is nothing.
It's different from killing somebody and lynching
Yeah.
somebody. Like, come on now. You know what it goes in.
You gotta
And I'm pretty sure just
get a
you know,
rope.
yeah, I'm pretty sure a
Oh,
regular
man.
a regular like manslaughter crime is different. Would have separate time or different timing than like you'll serve different time for like a regular, manslaughter or certain degree murder than a hate crime.
Yeah, a
So
federal one at that.
right. So
So
It should have been a federal crime.
not for nothing. I don't know if this is a win for black people, but I mean.
hell no, man. They still finna fuck with us like how.
But what does this do for the statute of limitations for people who was lynched before?
That's actually a good question, and I don't have an answer.
Hey man, some of y'all great granddaddies and grandmas not even that fucking far, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of your daddies was little kids smiling at the fucking lynching, like yo,
Ooh, that's cringy.
hey
Got the
man,
little black and white picture there to prove it too.
got it. You know what I
there
mean?
with a big ass lollipop at the lynching.
Like
Not
y'all was
a
at the
big
fair,
ass
like it was
lollipop.
cracker. Never mind. Hey man, new Batman movie. It's a lot of hype circulating the new Batman movie. What's the name of the actor that's playing Batman? He was from Moonlight, not Moonlight, fucking Twilight.
I
Yeah.
don't know his name. But
Something Patterson, something Robert Patterson. I don't know, can't remember his name. But
he
new
was,
Batman.
What, Edward in the fucking Twilight thing?
Yes. He's also in another movie called Devil All the Time on Netflix. Super good.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that movie came out.
Batman.
Yeah.
It just dropped. Just came out. So,
Yeah,
you know, it's
but
cool.
usually like I knew Spider-Man was coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew
Robert
that was
Pattinson.
coming out.
Robert Patterson. See, I was right. New Batman movie hype. None of us has seen it yet. I mean,
I'm seeing it next week.
I might go to see it next week because I get paid next week. But at the same time,
I'm hoping a lot of people ain't there.
the hype. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of people because of the hype that's going around.
Yeah.
It's gonna be people in this theater for the next 2 weeks. And this ain't
Think
going.
so?
Yeah, because this ain't going direct. This ain't like HBO Max
Yeah.
and in the theater or shit like that. They saying this the best Batman ever.
Who is
have
they?
to
I
see
need to
that.
know.
All on.
All of them.
All of them.
All
Everybody
of
I
them.
see, all the nerdy niggas that be like, no, cuz da 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 da. Like, why the fuck would he even da da da? All the super critical niggas that bash new films and shit like that. All the motherfuckers is like, yo, this is the one. They did that shit.
I'm gonna have to see because Dark Knight was pretty good.
I'm hearing who played Dark Knight? Who played Batman Dark Knight? Was it
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale? They're saying that there has not been a Batman villain that's done better than Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
In Dark Knight. So the villain in Batman isn't better than the villain in Dark Knight.
Okay.
But the Batman in this movie is better than any Batman. Any Batman. Christian Bale. What was the salt pepper hair guy name?
George Clooney.
George Clooney. All the motherfuckers. They saying this is the best Batman that's been on screen.
Okay.
So that's saying something.
That's saying a lot,
is
man.
saying a
That's
lot.
saying something.
I mean,
That's DC's guy.
The dude that played him ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? The nigga can act. So
Yeah,
you
he
know.
definitely can.
I did think he looked a little skinny, but they're saying that this is like the year 2 of Batman, where like year 2 meaning like
yeah, like where's he at? In
like
his,
this is
like,
he's kind of new.
Okay.
So his parents just died. Kind of.
No. Because his parents died as a kid.
Yeah.
This is like him within his first 2 years of being Batman.
Being Batman. Okay.
Yeah. So
How did you don't know. What I was wondering how Zoe Kravitz did.
I don't know, but I heard that she said she actually drank milk like a cat to prepare for this role.
Yeah.
Which, hey, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? I only got like one actor homie who I low-key feel like he be kind of exaggerating on some of the shit he be doing. But I be hearing a lot of shit, so that's what's up. You know what I mean?
I'm just wondering how that helps the process.
I don't know, but she is fine though.
Actors be doing all kinds of crazy shit to prepare for a role.
And I do like the fact that shout out to Comics and Combo podcast episode just came out. They mentioned that because they said they went back. This is a like the MCU, right?
Yeah.
The MCU was kind of like a combination of like re-scripting, going off of like the comic book version, but kind of re-scripting a little bit of the narrative.
Yeah.
This is a direct comic book version on film, right? So they're saying that this is probably like the best comic book to film movie, but they're saying that they like the fact that they went back to having Catwoman being cast as black because in the comics she was black.
Yeah.
So
She was black in the motherfucking the 50s TV show too.
yeah, and not for nothing, she was black. She was Halle Berry.
She was Halle
is
Berry.
On Halle, that's what we need. We need a picture of Halle Berry and old girl next to each other.
The new
In
Catwoman.
the suits or just next to each other?
I mean, if I'm talking as if Jazmyn out here, if I'm talking as if you're not to my left, you know what I mean? Can we say birthday suit, my brother? That's the suit I'm talking about.
Nigga wanna
Oh my goodness. I can't.
But yeah, man. For those who checked it out, let us know. Let us know how it was, man. You know what I mean? What's your reviews? Everybody's saying this is 10 for 10, 20 for 10. I'm like, damn. Now,
wow, really?
bro, now I'm thinking like, all right, what theater I want to go see this shit?
I didn't
Because
even
now
know
I
it
need
was
to go.
coming. Yeah,
I need to prepare now. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I got to see it in IMAX.
Damn, that's true. That's true. I might have to see that. But IMAX, I like to eat, bro. I spend bread at the movie theater. Y'all spend bread at the movie theater?
Nigga, I get my candy from Walgreens, and that's it.
You don't never get like a little
pretzel bites.
little cinnamon pretzel bites. And all
Yes, those two.
Them shits, what? Them shits be so.
I mean, them shit slap, but I ain't got my
if
candy.
it's girl order, he gets some her.
I
Get some
got
pretzel
my
bites
candy.
and
You know what I'm
icy.
saying?
Maybe some.
How you bring it in? How you bring it in theater?
Pockets. I got you know,
They
you gotta
check
come
you.
with a jacket. You know what I'm saying? So you
I'll
be
bring a
cold in the movie
purse.
theater.
What theater you going to again?
It depends. If I'm going IMAX, I'm going to Veterans.
I was
Veterans
trying to get you to
24.
snitch on camera.
Snitch on himself on camera.
We got him.
No, Veterans 24 for the IMAX. I usually catch my anime movies at Citrus Park.
Do y'all fuck with 3D movies though?
Nah, I ain't about to be wearing them glasses the whole
Yeah,
time.
right. I
I
already
don't
wear
like wearing glasses right now, fucking now.
I feel you. I did go see the The second time I went to go see a Spider movie, I saw it in 3D.
I think the
I
last.
felt silly as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was this Christmas. No, not this Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
This Christmas,
It's a
you saw
Christmas-
Chris Brown singing in 3D.
No, it's a Christmas movie with Seth Rogen, and I can't remember.
Well,
it right
I'm
now.
gonna remember you saying this Christmas, so that's gonna be my joke until
Yeah.
next Christmas.
Fuck your joke.
Chris Brown touched me on the nose when he was singing.
Chris Brown touched me on the
Singing Chris Brown singing 3D is some funny shit.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out next week, man.
hell yeah.
But y'all trying to make it a group trip? What y'all trying to do, man?
Oh,
The Batman.
Yeah.
I'll go see what y'all.
I know the Comics and Combo gang. They trying to go see it next week too. We can make
My
it
little
a,
brother hit
So
me
it-
up.
a zoovie, you know. I don't even know what the fuck I got that one from. Man, this is a zoovie, bro.
Nigga,
All right.
corny, man.
Okay.
Spring it. Let's before we. I got some thoughts. Okay, I kind of been sprinkling some thoughts on Twitter about some things. Right. I want to mention an artist. I want to give a little shout out. Bring a spotlight to an artist from Tampa, Florida, by the name of Pusha Preem, the Masked Wanderer. Pusha Preem just had a show this past weekend, which was also with the artist engineer named Jaywalk, along with other artists that we mentioned like Barely Legal. It was at Crowbar and Ybor, and it was also a shoe donation drive and all of that. But I had tweeted that Pusha Preem is the smartest artist in Tampa right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. I feel that Pusha Preem is the smartest artist right now because he understands the term of striking while the iron's hot. He will make sure that whether you like him, whether you don't like him, whether you've never heard of him, never press play on his music or whatever, he's going to make sure that he touches everything in his proximity so that it's going to be impossible to avoid him. And he's going to do it with music. He's going to do it with live shows. He's going to do it with interviews. He's going to make sure that he is a name that needs to be heard. And I think other artists should take pointers from him. He gets his community involved. He's getting a lot of people that I feel have never really been that involved in hip hop. He's getting them more involved in hip hop when it comes to, you know, certain venue managers, certain entities, podcasts, radio, whatever have you. Which honestly, the last person I seen do something like this was like Kid Brick. You feel what I'm saying? Like Kid Brick, make sure you gonna know who fuck Kid Brick is.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's just kind of like he took that mantle and just kind of like ran with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Pusha Preem. Artists, pay attention to him. You know what I mean? He even reached out to me to kind of like, you know, give him feedback on a couple of his projects. And not for nothing, cats don't really ask me for like you know, a review for real. They'll just like send me their shit. Just an empty, you know, link. Like, hey, bit bro. You know what I'm saying? But like he actually like, yo, let me know what your thoughts on this. If you can, you know, I don't know if you really do it for reviews or something like that, but if you can give me a review, you know, this, that, and the third, or whatever. And at first I was a little pressed. I'm like, damn, man, I don't know. What if I don't like it, nigga? You know what I mean? But it was cool. You know, it was cool. But it was just like he approached me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He approached me. We spoke before. We spoke before. We have a rapport. You know, which he did first before just sending me music. And to me, that's one of my methods in networking. You know, I always say there's a 3-step process that I use to network, which is 1, study the market, the people or whatever that you're trying to network in. 2, become a patron, and then 3, make sure your shit is up to par. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I just feel like I saw that process and reaching out to me. A second thought that I shared I've shared on social media. Once again, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I think people should try biking more. And I was inspired by the man to my right, DJ Raw the Fool. You know what I mean? I was seeing him biking and whatnot, but I was like, fuck it. I don't feel like going to the fucking gym. I just don't feel like being in the gym environment. I don't feel like just, you know, lifting shit and just whatever. I said I want to do some activity. I didn't want to play basketball because there don't be enough niggas at the court for whatever reason. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go and borrow a bike and just go downtown and listen to music, and that was an amazing experience.
This shit is great.
Hell yeah! So, if you're trying to bike with your boy, hit me up. You know what I mean?
You gonna start a club?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna start a club, but I'm down to go biking.
Start a club.
I'm down to try biking with multiple people. I just did it by myself, so I didn't have to talk to nobody. I didn't have to, I'm tired and I got to stop because this person stopped. I ain't did that yet.
Beats and biking.
It's like, here you go. Listen, I don't went through that phase of just rolling the dice and just seeing what it land on next to Beats in. Also, I asked the question, and I'm gonna ask y'all, what are your favorite album and tour combinations? Because I've definitely had albums that I like, but maybe they didn't have a tour, or I didn't really go to the tour. I didn't like the tour. So, what are your favorite album and album tour combinations when it comes to hip hop music or just music in general?
I'll let you go first, Jess. I know mine.
The House is Burning.
That was your favorite?
Yes.
You like that more than
The Sun's Tirade.
Yeah.
I
What did you like more about that one than
I like the
Sun's
build up towards the album. First, I was already anticipating the album, but then there was some promotions around it, and, little teasers here or there. And then the concert, I like the merch that came with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What you?
I'm gonna say the Pilot Talk tour and 2014 Force Hills.
Fun fact: I never seen J. Cole live. That's I never seen J. Cole or Drake live.
I haven't seen Drake live.
So
I went to the KOD show.
Yeah, I missed all that shit. And he's been to Tampa plenty of times. I've seen him. I missed him.
I've seen him 3 times. I've seen him For Your Eyes, 2014, and KOD.
Yeah.
I didn't see the last one though.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen J. Cole at all.
Damn, you didn't go to the 2014?
Nah.
I like J. Cole's performance. He is very touching.
I heard he's really good at performing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen on YouTube and shit like that, but I haven't really been there to witness it. My favorite.
No, go ahead.
My favorite album tour combo would be the St. Pablo tour. The Life of Pablo album and the St. Pablo tour. That whole season was just amazing. Good. Just the floating stage and that experience to the album.
The album's hella good.
I was just like, yo, this is something.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, that was I had never been to a Kanye West show.
I wish you would have seen the Yeezus show.
I kick myself in the leg every time I think about that time that I just missed that fucking show. I don't know why.
And Kendrick opened.
I listen.
That shit was good.
I don't know what the fuck I was on in 2013, but apparently I wasn't trying to go see nigga shows.
I think another one would be Damn. I went and see Kendrick.
I didn't see Damn.
I saw that too.
I was in the front, meet and greet and everything.
It's been a
Jazz really be out here.
It's literally been damn near a 10-year time frame from the first time I saw Kendrick to the last time I saw Kendrick. Jeez. I saw him in 2011 when he performed. This is when Section 80 was out. It wasn't even Good Kid, Mad City.
This is when he did that shit at the Ritz. That's probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
That was my first and only time seeing Kendrick until last November when I saw him at the festival.
Damn.
So you went from dressed like a regular LA nigga to dressed like Mother Nature.
Yeah.
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, damn. This nigga's me. That boy good. That boy good. And my last thought I wanted to share, or question I wanted to ask, is who are some of the best, or if to your knowledge, some of the best feature artists of all time? Let's keep it hip hop.
Lil Wayne.
I'm about to say, there's no.
Lil Wayne.
Do y'all think Lil Wayne's the best feature artist of all time?
Yes.
I can't think of anybody else.
You can't think of nobody else?
I can think of other people, but
I saw some people. This is something that you see on Twitter. So if y'all on Twitter, you follow me, you can engage or whatever. I think my shit kind of private right now, but y'all can engage with it. If you ain't following me,
kind of private.
If you ain't following me,
shit, but you could like it, comment.
You ain't following
lot
me.
Next to the nigga name is private as fuck.
But J. Cole was mentioned.
Yeah, I can see that.
Rick Ross was mentioned. Andre 3000 was mentioned.
Andre 3000 definitely had some
Yeah.
good features.
So, you know.
I do. Yeah.
Just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I think Wayne may hold the throne to that because of the quantity and quality, but more so quantity.
Quantity.
Because
but it was all quality too.
For the most part, yes. I wouldn't say all.
Oh, that's not. It's not 100. He ain't 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Because he was getting on albums, mixtapes, singles, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you didn't give a fuck what it was.
I see something saying he don't feel like he's at his peak yet, which is interesting to me.
Who said that?
Lil Wayne.
That's bullshit. Because that's the whole thing they reference about Lil Baby's trajectory. They're saying where he's at right now is where Wayne was at. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing that too. I wouldn't even
People
say
know what the fuck they
that.
talking about. They went outside.
No, it wasn't outside.
Yeah. But yeah. Best feature artist. So somebody said, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all, it's like we talking about what's the best point guard that had the most rebounds. It's like, nah, that's not the same, bro.
No.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Basically saying it's a pointless conversation. That's my boy Adrian. Got a shout on that one, my boy.
Embarrassment.
But I mean, it's weird that this is one of the last topics we talked about. But Black Star posted a picture. Black Star, for those who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's Talib and Kweli. Talib Kweli and Mos Def.
Yeah.
Posted a picture that they're in the studio together.
That's cool.
Mos Def was looking very tribal.
Oh yeah,
He looked like
he
he looks like an athletic tribal person. like him and Andre 3000 got the same closet. You know what I mean?
True.
Like they got on workout clothes, but we still tribal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know what's come from that. I don't think they made an official announcement. It was just a picture like they're in the studio. And I wanted to mention that from the Genius doc, niggas was talking about like, Mos, the way that, you know, Mos and Tyler Kweli was on Rockets and they was promoting Kanye West, then, you know, Def Jam or Rockefeller was. And I was like, yeah, I get that, you know, and they just talking about how he sold out on them niggas. And I was like, I don't think he sold out on Mos. He damn sure sold out on Tyler. Tyler, that was fucked up. That was fucked up what he did, but I mean, it's fucked up. But I mean, he been rocking with Mos.
Yeah.
You know, he done had Mos on.
I would be excited to hear Mos Def and Kanye West on like some songs.
Yeah, I mean, he was just on. I mean, it was 4 years ago, but he was just on fucking Kids See Ghosts. On the song Kids See Ghosts.
Kids See Ghosts.
That was him on the hook.
Kids See Ghosts sometimes.
But you know, hey man, what do I fucking know? We'll see what happens. What else we got? What else y'all want to talk about? About an hour and 20 in right now.
That's it. I ain't got nothing else. Listen to all the new music we talked about.
Young Roddy drop a new album next week.
Damn.
I forget what it's called. But
okay. He's not Jet Life, right?
No, he ain't that Jet Life.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna slow down some songs and put them up on my YouTube.
Yeah.
How's that been going? How's that engagement
Cool
going on?
Kids? Actually, it's going pretty well. They've listening to a lot of the shit, commenting and shit. You know, I got to comment back, let them know what's up. But that shit's actually doing better than I thought. So I got to start putting up some of my mixes on that motherfucker soon.
True.
Because yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna slow down on that Cool Kids and the Cool Kids and Jid and Black and the Cool Kids and fucking Larry June and put it up there. Cause them songs nice, man.
Got it. Okay. Well, shit, man. That's pretty much it for the show. You know what I mean? We appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's episode 80, Beats and Chill podcast. Do what you do. Follow us on Instagram at beatsnchill813. On Twitter's Beats and Chill. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you know, give us a shout and share with your friends, man. We need it, man. You know what I mean? That's the way you support us. Also follow us individually. You know what I mean? Get our numbers up. You know what I mean? Engage with our content. You know what I mean? We appreciate that. And till next time, man. We out.
Bye.
Peace.